Okay, guys, we are nearing the end of this little training series. We are on to part 8 of the Kajabi course Kickstarter. And what we're talking about in this part of the training are a few little things that you need to consider when you are managing your course product, okay, after you've got the students inside it. And what we're going to be looking at in this part of the training is course comments and also course announcements that you might want to send out to your students.
All right, the next thing I want to chat about are product comments and also product announcements. Now, inside of each lesson that you create inside of your course, you'll see this little area over in the sidebar where it says comment. And you can decide for every lesson individually whether you would like the comment section to be visible, where a student could put a comment under the tutorial and then you could reply to it and you could have like a whole running dialogue under each lesson. If you would prefer that people are not commenting in the product, but they're instead putting their comments somewhere like a Facebook group or inside of your community, then you might like the comments section to be hidden so that they don't even know that that feature exists. Or the alternative is to have it as locked. Now, locked will show them that there is the feature, but that they just can't comment, okay? Now, an instance where you might want it to be locked is if, you've had some good comments in the past, but you've decided now that you'd rather not have the comments put directly into the product. You'd rather have them put inside of your group, but you don't want people to not be able to read the past comments. So if you go with locked, people can still read previous comments, they're just not going to be able to add any new comments. Okay, if this is a brand new course, there's no comments yet inside of this course product, and you don't want people commenting, then I would set it to hidden rather than to locked, and so that your students are none the wiser and they don't even realize that the comments feature exists, okay? But if you're happy to collect comments inside of the product, then switch it over to visible. Now, the comments section is in every lesson individually. It's not at a product level. So as you set up each lesson, you need to decide whether or not you want the comments box to be visible, hidden, or locked. Now, if we come back over to the outline over here, if you click these 3 little dots and go into Manage Comments, now my comments, I'm pretty sure, are switched off on every lesson inside of this particular one. So no comments found, okay? But if you had the ability for students to comment switched on and students were commenting, those comments would be collected down here. And you will also, as the administrator, receive an email letting you know that a new comment exists so that you can come and reply to it. Back into here. Okay, so that is the comments section, okay? Comments are managed individually inside of each lesson. And if you want to manage them or delete any comments for any reason, you can do that inside of the Manage Comments area. These 3 little dots, by the way, up here is also where you would come in to view your student progress. And the other area I want to take you into is announcements. Okay, so I don't have any announcements for this product, but I could come in and create a new announcement and give it a title, something like, I don't know, Christmas closure. And, something about, we're missing next week because of X, Y, Z. Or reminder, next week is implementation week, or whatever you want to say in your announcement. And then down here, you can check this little box and you can send yourself a test email if you want to, but once you're happy with the announcement, then it's not very pretty. You don't format it usually with lots of images and interesting fonts or anything like that. It really is just a system announcement that is going out. But once you're happy with it, you check the box and post the announcement, and this email will go to everybody who owns this product in your account. Now, these announcements are quite useful because they are considered system emails. So if you have something to tell all of your students and you go and send it as a marketing email, you go and create yourself an email broadcast and send it to all of your students, you might find that there are some students who have unsubscribed from your email list. Okay, now if they're not a subscriber in your contacts list, and you send a marketing email to everybody who owns this particular product that you're creating, there might be a couple of students who don't get that email with that announcement information. But if you send the email as an announcement, just straight out of the product where we are right now, It might not look the prettiest, but because it's a system email, even if they have unsubscribed from your email list, they will receive this system email in their inbox. Okay, so the announcements area inside of your product is also something that will come in very useful moving forward.
I hope you enjoyed that part of the training. Now, we are almost there, guys, but I want to come back with one last tutorial where I show you 3 of my top tips for things that you can do inside of your Kajabi course. And they're 3 things that I wish I had known when I first got started. So I will see you back for the final part of our Kajabi course Kickstarter.